Welcome to FTB Skies episode 4.5, and it's 4.5 because I cut the last episode into 2 because I recorded way too much. And in this episode, Mr. Beardstone's going to be building us a brand new storage system, while I focus on getting us a ridiculous amount of power. Let's do this. This is going to be Magic Island, Mr. Beardstone.
Is that just out of the way?
Yeah.
That's where the magic will happen.
Yeah, the magic happens on this island.
But right now, I think we need to discuss other problems, Foxy.
Problems?
That we have.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. You're about to walk into one, and there we go. Storage.
How is that a problem? Look at this amazing storage system we got with everything neatly labelled and... Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a problem.
I've learned some stuff about pedestals. We're going to make some awesome stuff later on, but I need somewhere for that stuff to go. So I'm thinking make, like, proper storage over here. Maybe just using functional storage for now, because that's accessible to us.
Right, okay. If you pop then, get on with it.
Cool, will do. Oh, one other thing.
Yeah.
If we're going to make loads of farms, we're going to need power.
I'm good at doing power stations, Mr. Beardstone. I'm building a nuclear power station in my current main series. So if you want power, I'm your guy. I know all about power, and I don't need any stupid magic.
What kind of power station are we going to make, though? There's, like, so many options.
Oh, well, I got plans already that I just out of nowhere just happened to be thinking about today when we were having that meeting before we started recording, and I've got ideas, Mr. B.
What are you going to do? I'm kind of curious what you decided on for power.
First of all, I'm going to start with water wheels.
Oh, of course. I mean, water wheels are king, so yeah, fair enough.
And from those water wheels, I'm going to power a tree farm.
Right.
Yep. You're picking up what I'm putting down here. You can see the power potential that we're outputting from this power station, right? Further down the line, it's going to be a fusion reactor, but that's later.
Fusion reactor?
Yeah. Today, however, the wood is going to get turned into charcoal. The charcoal's going to run a coal generator, and the coal generator is going to run into an FE magma crucible to create infinite lava, so we can run a steam power plant.
Right. Okay. So steam power.
Easy peasy.
Have you noticed? Look, my island's finished.
Yeah. Looks really finished.
Okay. Look, I didn't have the grass for the top layer, so I do need to manually place the top layer. But it's looking good. Look at this. Another island.
It looks awesome, Mr. B. I'm moving this spawner over to Magic Island.
Oh, yeah. Magic Island.
Stupid Magic Island. And then we won't keep setting it off every time we try and go to our new island.
You're so wise, Foxy.
I am wise, aren't I? So, power then. We're going to be running off water wheels. We could do something very similar to what I've got going on here, which is literally just one little water wheel underground powering a mechanical bearing. But I feel like if we're going to add in some water wheels, we might as well add enough in to give us a basic amount of power to start with. And that way, if our tree farm's not really doing what it needs to do in terms of keeping us up with enough charcoal, we'll be able to supplement that power with the water wheels in order to get us going. So the first thing I'm going to need then is a whole bunch of big water wheels, and I believe if I look in our create chests, we have absolutely nothing. So I guess I'm starting from the beginning. And in order to start from the beginning, I'm going to need a whole bunch of wood. So first of all, I'm going to make an absolute ton of planks with that sort of stuff, and now I need andesite to make shafts, and I'm hoping, yes, we've got plenty of andesite in here, so that's good. Let's turn all of that into those. Let's turn a whole bunch of those into shafts, and then we can make ourselves a bunch. I don't need 64. Let's go with 8 small water wheels, and then we can turn those into 8 big water wheels. And I want this to work a little bit like a waterfall. So let's go and fill up these 2 buckets with a little bit of water from just down here, and then let's go and make a big mess of this lovely island that Mr. Beardstone spent all last episode putting together. So I guess jetpack on, hover mode engaged, and let's figure out exactly where these things are going to be. And I think round about this level here, sticking out would be kind of cool. So let's just chuck a whole bunch of those there like that. Maybe that's a bit big, but we can terraform around it. And of course, I didn't get them in line with each other. I did a good job. This jetpack does not make building easy. There we go. Okay, water wheels are in place. So now we need a little river. So let's just do a little bit of digging of all this lovely grass that me and Mr. Beardstone put in here. Oh dear, I've fallen off. And let's try and do that a little bit more successfully this time. I don't know how I'm going to do this stream or where it's going to go. We'll have to have like a little raised bit, I guess, over here with the water running down from it. And then, well, kind of looking like it's got a water source. But for now, I'm just going to dig out a little channel and stick some water in it, and we'll go from there. of course, it's going to need digging down substantially to actually get towards the water wheels in the right place. Around about that level there. Oh, geez, no, my water wheels need to be lower down. So my water wheels probably actually want to start from around about that one there. So let's just stick one of those on there instead, and then realise that all of this is in the way as well. Try that again. There we go. That's where we're going to have the water wheels. Now we can build this down a little bit, and I probably should use some sort of stone, cobblestone and andesite to make the bottom of the little river actually look like a little river and not just grass. My shovel broke. Oh man, I think my hands are just about as effective as my shovel was, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm just not getting the benefit of Silk Touch now, which is a little bit of a shame, but there you go. Oh, there we go. We got the basics of a little stream that's going to be running down here and powering our water wheels. Now, I do need to sort all of this bit out to make it kind of work, but let's just pour some water in and see how we get on. So, of course, we're going to start at this end with an unlimited water source so that we can keep refilling our buckets. And yes, this stream's pretty much going to be flat. I'll try and leave some bits of it so they look kind of like they're running. And as you can see already, our water wheels have turned in. Now the water's not getting quite all the way over to this edge, so I'm going to chuck another one in there, and it looks like we need a couple more just to finish that off. Oh, and we've got a loop bee has just spawned, which is quite nice. So yeah, let's chuck one more of those there, maybe one there. Oh, and he's inside. Oh, that's not very useful, loop bee. Speaking of inside this island, we do still have an absolutely massive hole in here, ready for doing in... Oh, is he flown? You've flown out. And there's a... How did you get here? There's so many torches. Stop it. Jeez. So now that we've got our little stream and we have our water wheels turning, we can use that power to power our tree farm, which I don't want to be massive because we don't actually have all that much room on this island. And just to see how this looks from the edge of the island, let's just have a quick hover. It's going to need some support and brackets and things like that, but I think it looks pretty cool, although the water's only actually dripping down that one bit, so we need to make sure that water can actually get all the way around these water wheels. There we go. So now all of those should be fully powered. We should be getting plenty of energy from that. So before I start getting too carried away with my tree farm, first thing I'm going to do is bring some logs along the side of this to make it at least look like it's got a little bit of support coming out from there. A little bit like that again to make it look like it's at least supported in some way. However, on this side, we're also going to need to break this block away so that we can get a gearbox on there and get the power out of it. So this is the point where I should probably just take a little bit of time to produce as much create componenty stuff as possible so that I can actually start building all this create stuff without having to keep nipping back here to build it all. But the most annoying part of this process is the fact that at the moment we've got absolutely no way to automate getting andesite casing, which I'm going to need an absolute ton of. So I guess I'm going to be spending a little bit of time stripping down wood, clicking it with my andesite alloy, and then breaking it all again. Thank you.
You're welcome. I thought you might want a tiny creeper.
Well, I thought I'd want something getting in my way every time I'm trying to go past this. Yeah.
I was actually hoping it would be a lot bigger than that. My plan was to jump scare you with it, but it was very small, so it didn't pan out.
Very small, Mr. Beards.
Very, very small. Kind of let myself down there, if I'm honest.
You did, yeah. Sorry, yeah. You must try harder next time. If you want to jump scare me, it's going to take some effort, to be honest with you.
Tiny creeper just won't do it. Got it.
Yeah.
How are you getting on?
Yeah.
I've realised that we have very minimal resources to build buildings out of, so we're getting an oak and stone storage room.
Yeah. It would be nice if we could get some other saplings, but speaking of which, Mr. Beardstone, we've got an absolute ton of emeralds in there, and these guys here sell different types of saplings.
Oh, okay, so we can get different types of wood if I
literally
was to
all
put
the
a little bit
different
of
types
effort
of wood.
in.
Yeah, if you was to just give those guys a couple of emeralds, you could stick that in the tree farm instead of the oak. And you could have all of the spruce or dark oak or whatever you wanted.
That actually sounds wonderful. I think I might just do that, Foxy.
And with this andesite casing, I can now finally make myself a whole bunch of gearboxes. Another thing I'm going to need a bunch of is chain drive. Chain drive's always really useful, so let's grab some iron out of here. Let's turn it into some iron nuggets. 64 is going to burn through a lot of my casing, but there we go, why not? So now the only thing I'm really lacking is andesite alloy, which I have burned through all of. I don't know if Mr. Beardstone is going to be very happy with that.
One eternity later.
This mix is so slow.
Everything is so slow, Foxy. That's why we're improving things.
Right, do you know what I'm going to do?
Uh-oh.
I'm making a speed controller. Don't try and stop me.
I won't. No worries. I mean, to be honest, I'm just waiting for a bit of spruce. So I might go have a cup of tea and some lunch
That's a good idea. Yeah,
while we wait for stuff to generate.
yeah. I can't wait for mine. I've got to do it manually. But yeah, good idea. Okay, I could just stick some hoppers on here actually and just automate it.
But look at us go, Foxy. We've already achieved what we achieved in the entirety of last episode by getting another island.
Yeah.
We've got another island as well with the magic one.
Yeah, Magic Island, yeah.
Magic Island, of course. Yeah, we've got water running off the thing. We've got a little river.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful, Foxy.
Yeah, we've done so much and achieved nothing.
Okay, well, I was trying to make myself feel good about going on lunch.
Sorry. Yeah.
You ruined that one.
Enjoy lunch.
Eh.
So while Mr. Beardstone's off getting lunch, I thought it would be a good idea to come and make myself a little precision mechanism making machine so that I can make a speed controller. And the way this works is we've got 3 deployers, and the first deployer needs small cogs, the second one needs big cogs, and the last one needs iron ingots. Then all I've got to do is put on a little bit of gold sheet, and hopefully after that's been round a couple of times, that's going to get turned into a precision mechanism. Although it's going to be very, very slow going, but we're going to find out. Now there is a chance that these can break during the production process, and I believe they need to go round 5 times. Yeah, 5 times, and then we may get one. There's only one way to find out, and while that one's going round, I might as well chuck a couple more on as well, as you're always going to need these things. So I think 5 in total should do it, and we'll see how we get on. It seems it's not been my lucky day. Because of the 5 sheets that I put on, we managed to get 2 precision mechanisms complete. 2 of them turn into andesite alloy and 1 turn into a shaft. But at least that means we can now make 2 speed controllers, and that should make life a whole bunch easier for us. So here we go, let's craft up 2 rotational speed controllers, and let's see if we can't get any more speed out of Mr. Beardstone's little contraptions down here, because these are incredibly slow. All I'm going to do is stick a vertical gearbox on there, put my cog there and my speed controller there. Then we are going to need a cog coming out of there, which we can do like that, and then with a little bit of jiggery pokery we can put a bit of chain drive there, another one facing upwards, and then a little bit of chain drive there and a little bit there. Whoa! And then we can speed control that to full speed. Yes, we can get that going full speed.
Hello!
Mr. Beardstone!
I'm back!
Look!
Reporting for duty.
Full speed! Now, while you, now you've had your lunch, I'm going to disappear for 15 minutes and go and get mine. And when I come back, I hope there's going to be a beautiful little building on your island.
Yeah, there'll be a building.
Okay. See you in a minute.
I missed off the word beautiful. Bye!
So now that lunch is over, I have all of the ingredients I need in order to make this tree farm work. I've even got myself the speed controllers and a whole bunch of other things. And just like the one we made over there, I'm pretty much going to do exactly the same thing. So, because you've already seen me build one of those, there's not really much point in me showing you that again. So here it is. We now have a little tree farm in place. We've got a deployer on the back for the saplings, which we're going to put in there. That is going to then send anything that it's created other than saplings out through this interface into here. That little filter there just says don't accept any saplings, so all of the items are going to come onto this conveyor. They're going to come up through here, and the logs are going to go into this chest, but everything else is going to go into fire, because I don't want sticks and berries and all that sort of stuff clogging up the system, because we're going to then be taking these logs and turning them directly into charcoal to power our thing that needs charcoal. So, how does this work underground? Well, I've already put in a speed controller running off our little water wheels over here, so we've got power to our mechanical bearing, so I'll be able to start that in a moment, but I also need some of that power to come across and power these conveyors. So down the back here, I'm going to need some of that encased chain drive that we made before, and I can bring that down to about this point here, and I think, yep, all of my power is just behind this wall, so let's just make ourselves a little bit of space so we can get access to this stuff. And then I'm going to put a piece of chain drive down that way, and then one facing this way, and that's just going to connect all the way over to here, and then we're going to have another little gearbox just there. Now, I don't know whether that's going to make our conveyor go the right way round or not, so let's just find ourselves a hole to get out of this place. And of course that's going in the wrong direction, but I don't actually know which direction the tree farm is going to be running in yet, so that might be absolutely fine. The only way we're going to find that out is to activate this mechanical bearing, which needs to be on only place anchor when destroyed. And of course, yes, that's going completely the wrong way, and apparently I didn't glue the saws on and it's going way too fast. Let's actually glue on all of these things, and then I can go back down my hole and make sure that my speed controller is facing in the right direction. And there you go, the tree farm is going the correct way around now, way too quickly, which means I should probably put some speed control on that as well, otherwise this is just going to be ridiculous. The tree farm itself doesn't actually need to go any faster than these water wheels, so we can just bring our chain drive along here, pop that on there, pop one of those there, and then just stick on a vertical gearbox there, and assuming that's going in the right direction, which it's not, but it doesn't matter if it's not, because all we can do is stick a gearbox there and now it will go in the right direction. Then for the rest of it, all I'm going to do is stick a bit of chain drive up there like that, put that on there like that, put my speed controller there, a gearbox facing this way, and that's then going to connect with the rest of the stuff which we can actually have going at a decent speed. Now that did just chop down a tree, so hopefully we're going to see some items coming out now, and there we go, and only logs are going in there. Everything else came out of there and got burnt. The only thing we're going to have to be careful of here is if this barrel fills up with saplings, then obviously it's not going to be able to pick up any of the other stuff as well, so I would really like a toolbox. But in order to get a toolbox, I'm going to need leather, and we don't have leather yet, so that's going to have to wait for now. So the next little part of this journey is to then smelt those logs into charcoal, which is a pretty easy thing to do, which means we need a little bit of a belt going that way. Put a couple of encased fans on there like that, and in order to try and keep this as nice and compact as possible, I'm going to put a gearbox there, another one there, and then if I put a shaft in that bit of belt there, that should be going in the right direction. So that means what I need is another one of those gearboxes there, and then I can bring that up there like that and get that one blowing in the right direction, but that's not doing anything for this one. So what I could do is come and bring that back like that and get that one going in the right direction, but it does seem a little bit like I'm boxing everything in. But that doesn't matter, because at some point this is all going to be inside a building, so it's absolutely fine. I'm going to stick some temporary blocks in front of those fans so I don't get blown away, put a couple of copycat panels on the front and put some glass in them to make them solid, and then I can get rid of those. Next I need to double up the size of this chest by doing that, and then I can pop myself on a brass funnel just there, which is going to allow everything to come out. I'm going to stick a barrel at this end temporarily for now with a brass funnel on there. And in order to smelt the wood into the charcoal, of course, we're going to need lava in front of these fans. So with this piece of charcoal here, I can stick that on that filter there. I'm going to set this to only allow 16 pieces of wood out at a time, just to make sure that we don't get too many clogging this thing up. I'm also going to set a filter on it for wood, just in case anything else does happen to get in that chest. And now when I put that in there, that's all going to come through here and get smelted and turned into charcoal, which should hopefully, once it's turned, any minute now, there we go into there. Nice! And now this is the point where we turn all of that lovely charcoal into power, or more appropriately, electricity.
Oops.
Oh dear, Mr. Beardstone. You've done that a lot today.
I really need feather falling. That's what I've established.
You need something. Right, in that case, Mr. Beardstone, I'm going to build myself a magma crucible.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
It is fancy. How do I make Invar? I can blast Invar blend. Oh no, not another rabbit hole, Mr. Beardstone.
Everything's a rabbit hole, Foxy.
How do I get Invar blend? Iron dust and nickel dust.
Can we do that?
Yeah, why not?
That sounds like something we're going to need big old crushing wheels for.
No, you can't use crushing wheels. You need to use the pulverizer. There is a crusher. You can use a crusher. MEKANISM crusher or a thermal series pulverizer. What's easier to build? Right, I need a... Oh, that's easy. That's just redstone and gold, Mr. Beardstone. Very easy.
The thing is, I think we keep panicking every time we need to do something new because we're still haunted by Astral.
Don't say that word. But now I can build myself a pulverizer. So I've got a coal generator, I've got a pulverizer. That's going to allow me to pulverize nickel. I'm assuming we've got nickel. We have. And I also needed... What else did I need for Invar? I needed iron dust. Ow, so I'll be able to put iron in there. Okay. The next stage of this process is going to be a little bit of a tricky one because we've got to go down a bit of a rabbit hole to build things like this, which I've already built. But before we do any of that, I've realised I've caused a bit of a problem for myself building that this way round. So I'm now going to rebuild this all over again, but going that way instead because Mr. Beardstone's kindly said he doesn't need this area here. I made a boo-boo. Oh, that stopped just in time. Whew. And there we go. That's all been successfully rebuilt the other way round. Just need to do a little bit of tidying up of the belt to make it look a bit nicer. And then we can just cover up that as well, make that look a bit better and that bit. And we'll throw one of those there and just sort of box this all in so it looks kind of good. So the next thing we need to do is take all of this charcoal and generate electricity, which we can actually do directly with this coal generator that we already had. So if I move that out of the way and just stick that coal generator on there, then when the charcoal goes through, it's just going to automatically go into there, which once this tree gets chopped down, we should see happening. Oh, there it is. There's the charcoal. It's just not going in. I guess we can't have charcoal going directly into this from the side. I wonder if I was to spin it round, whether it will go in. I guess not. Okay, we need a different way to do that then. What we're going to do is remove that, put that barrel back on there, and then the charcoal can actually come into that. And then we just need to feed it into this, probably with something like a hopper. So let's get rid of that temporary block there, throw in a little bit more belt up here, and we'll have that coming up above this machine like that. Then I guess, I'm assuming a chute won't work because that's create, but we'll try throw a chute in there and then stick this down directly underneath it. So we're going to obviously need to power this belt now, which means that we can stick a gearbox on there, bring a little bit of shaft that way like that, and just throw some more chain drive there like that, and there we go, that's coming out of there. Although I don't like how that looks, so instead of doing it like that, we'll just put a bit of shaft there, and we'll just add that belting going across there like that to keep that nice and tidy. Then at this point here, we'll go up, we'll join this together here with our chain drive, we'll need a block at the end to stop things going off the end, and then if we throw that there and put a chute on top of it, is it going to work? Let's grab ourselves a test piece of charcoal, throw that on there and see, is the machine going to work? No, but we have got charcoal in there. Let's try that with a hopper then. Put the charcoal back on there, put that in there, and there we go. Yes, it needs to not be create for this one, which is absolutely fine. We're now generating FE, so all I need to do at this point is grab myself an andesite funnel, stick that on there, and that's going to slowly fill up this hopper and then this generator, generating us lots and lots of tasty FE, which for right now I'm going to use to power this pulverizer, and I'm hoping, yeah, I can just put it next door. I'm going to put a few pieces of nickel in there in order to make that into the nickel dust that I need. Annoyingly though, it doesn't seem to actually allow you to do more than what? Or is it running out? We're not generating enough power for that. It did the first one, and now it'll do the second one. Oh, okay, so it needs more power in there before you can do it. So I'm gonna have to let that charge up for a minute before I actually put the items in there. And while that's doing that, that's given me another idea. So we're gonna head back to the workshop and build ourselves some batteries and some cables. And we're gonna be building the battery from the cyclic mod. Oh, we need heavy weighted pressure plates. Let's just have a whole bunch of those, and let's see how many of these batteries we can make with all of this stuff. And the answer is going to be 3 because I've only got 3 redstone blocks, which is not ideal. Hopefully we're generating more redstone down in Mr. Beardstone's weird and wonderful machines. We are, a whole bunch of it. Excellent. Now, unfortunately, these batteries are not stackable, making actually putting them in my inventory pretty tricky. But that's okay, because we can craft them when we need them and put them over there. But the next thing I need are going to be some cables. And for now, we're going to need steel ingots and redstone dust in order to make basic universal cable, which is basically all we're going to need for now. And we do have a bunch of steel in here somewhere, I seem to remember. Oh, we've got 14 pieces, is that it? That's given us 56. Let's see if my little plan's going to work. Now, how much energy is in here? Oh, plenty to be getting on with. So let's throw the rest of our nickel in there and hopefully that'll all get pulverized. And while that's going on, this thing has a good amount of energy, but I want to see, can we take that energy out of there, start loading up these batteries? We can. Excellent. And can I extend the size of these batteries? Do they join together or do they all need cables between them? I can get them to send up. Let's get that one to send across. Perhaps that's west. That needs to send up as well. I'm just going to link them all together and see what happens. Can I use my wrench on this cable? I cannot. But can I break it with a pickaxe? I can. Very slowly. Okay, my nickel has been pulverized, so I'm going to stick in a bunch of iron in there now. And now hopefully I can build the thing I actually wanted to be building, which is the crucible, a magma crucible. So the first thing I need to make is this machine frame, which I've already got the ingredients for. I can craft myself some Invar blend, And then in order to turn that into ingots, I think I can just smelt it. I can. Okay, so let's just chuck that in the furnace and chuck a bit of wood in there. With this Invar ingot, I can now make the Invar gears. I need more pulverized iron. Mr. Beanstone House has a big nose on it. I like it. Oh, and he's got a big old brown bogey at the bottom. Ugh. And now I should have enough ingredients to actually make the rest of these things. So one of those there. And then hopefully... Oh, I just need the nether bricks, which Mr. Beardstone did make earlier. Because we've got an absolute ridiculous amount of netherrack now, I'm just going to grab half a stack of that. I'm going to chuck that in there. That's going to get turned into nether bricks for me, eventually. From those, I can make my nether brick blocks. And then I can build myself a magma crucible. And now all I need to do with this is pour in netherrack, which Mr. Beardstone showed me how to do earlier. And that's going to generate us an infinite supply of lava, all just from my little tree farm. So we don't need this thingy here now anymore, so let's remove that. Let's put the magma crucible down there instead. That's going to start charging up with energy, which is amazing. These are already getting a little bit of energy in them, so that's good. And let's just test it out. Let's go get some netherrack. Let's take a couple of stacks of this, head back over to the new island, run out of food, eat some chocolate apples, and let's stick in some netherrack and see what happens. Put a stack in there. That is burning through that very quickly, but hopefully, wow, it's going to take a long time. Oh, and what? Oh, geez. Okay, so that needs to be absolutely full or generating more power than we're using so that it doesn't run out. That sucks. Each one of these takes 60,000 RF, so we're going to need a whole bunch more electricity coming out of there than we've got in there. However, you might notice that we've actually got more charcoal than this machine is using to generate it, so we can actually produce a whole bunch more electricity from these coal generators than we currently are doing just by having multiple ones of them. I think that's what I'm going to do next. And now I've got 6 more of those. We can line all of these up together and produce loads of power. Power, Mr. Beardstone, power!
Power?
Yes.
What, you...
Power.
We have power?
Almost.
Oh. So these are the coal generators, I see.
Yeah. Now I do want... Oh, jeez. I do want to make an alternator and use some more of the power that we're getting from downstairs as well. But for now, they're quite tricky things to make, so I'm just going to stick with this for now.
Okay, so this is just going to make us lots and lots of power.
Yeah, so these are all coal generators. They're going to be taking in the charcoal, which will slowly fill up over time. I don't know if that's enough charcoal to power all of them. I mean, they are all on, but that's because I accidentally made a mistake. Oh, you can't use chutes with them or create stuff. It has to be hoppers, which is a bit of a shame. Otherwise, I could obviously organize it a bit better. But anyway, yes, many of these things generating power. We've got some big old batteries behind them. Each one of these holds 6.4 million FE, so they're slowly charging up from all of those, which there will be in a minute because I just need to link all of these together with this nice little cable that we got going on.
Awesome. Yeah, oh, they're charging a bit quicker. Good. Yeah.
And then I've got this somewhere, a magma crucible, which is going to generate our lava from the netherrack. Now, the problem with this is, if it runs out of power, it resets the entire process and won't continue even if you trickle in power into it. So that's why we need so much power being generated so that this thing can actually maintain its amount of power permanently so that it can actually process the stuff.
Right. And then that lava...
It's going to power a steam generator.
Okay, so we're going through like 3 different forms of power to get power. Basically turning 8 water wheels into a steam engine.
Yeah, I realise.
That's right.
It's fun, isn't it?
That'll do the job.
Beardstone, it's fun. It might not be efficient. It might not be the best way to do it.
I wasn't judging. I was just making sure that I understood what was going on. That's all.
I'm just going to try this. I'm just going to stick this to our batteries and see what happens.
It's raining in this corner.
Oh no, it's really annoying. If I do that, is that going to charge up faster? Maybe. Just stick wires everywhere, Mr. Beardstone. It's the only way.
I mean, it is making it go faster and faster, so...
Yeah. So, but is it fast enough to actually smelt the stuff? No, it's not. It's not coming in quick enough still. But I don't know if that's because these cables are not great.
Oh, you can get better cables.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these are just the basic ones. So I might need advanced cables. And a way of breaking these cables without taking 4 weeks to do it.
Isn't there a wrench you can use to break those?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you are aware.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm getting out of the rain. It's really depressing in that corner.
Thanks.
That corner of the island sucks.
Yeah, the corner I'm in, yeah. But anyway, so that's my little thing that doesn't work properly done. How are you getting on with your building with the nose and a big grey bogey or brown bogey sticking out the bottom of it?
Yeah.
Real
building.
Drippy brown bogey. Oh,
okay. Look, there's no need. There's no need, Foxy. There will be storage.
Looking good.
I've got all the storage stuff on me. I just haven't put it in yet because I montaged the whole building. So everything we've been talking about, all those secrets you told me over the last hour, that's all just part of a montage, Foxy.
Don't tell them the one about the dog, though, will you?
No, I won't. It's all right. It'll all be part of the montage. They'll never know you were even talking. And then we've got space up here to put like workshop machines and things like that, and even more space up here for stuff.
Nice.
I got carried away. Okay, I just kept putting more floors on it, trying to make it look good because I've got very limited resources, so it doesn't look anything like what we've already done.
No. Well, we
and by
what
we've already done, I mean technically this is the first thing we've done, so it does look like everything we've done. Yeah. Actually, I retract my previous statement. It looks like everything we've built ourselves so far.
And once you built another one over this horrendous mess that I'm making, then it'll match.
Nope, that's your job.
What? Right, so, you know, to be honest with you, Mr. Beardstone...
Change the subject. Yeah, I see. Yeah, change.
My episode's pretty much finished at this point, because I've been talking my way through it rather than doing a montage, whereas it sounds like you still got a long way to go.
Not really. I've got to get the storage in. That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna talk through the storage, Foxy. It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna have a really good time.
They're not gonna place this one. They're not gonna place this one.
No, it's not gonna be like that, Foxy. And it's also not going to be like the chest opening sequences, you know, the done or whatever it was you did last time. It's not going to be like that either. Right. I'm going to actually have to work out how this does things.
Good. Well, I like it when you work out how things do things. The thing is, these have got charcoal in them, but they're not doing anything. They're not actually generating more power, which I don't understand.
It's because they're already full.
Yeah, but they've got wires in the back, so they should be charging these batteries, which the battery is ticking up really slowly.
Yeah, so that just tells me your cables are rubbish.
So back over at my very pitiful and not working very well power plant in the rain, I'm going to stick the metallurgic infuser down at the back here temporarily, and inside of that, which hopefully, yeah, there we go, we're getting some power, I need to make some basic control circuits, which is basically some redstone and some osmium, which is one of the few... Oh, jeez, I didn't bring any osmium. I'm also going to sleep while I'm over here because I'm sick of that rain in that corner. It's still raining in this corner, even though I slept. Right, that's it. I'm stealing Mr. Beardstone's special umbrella. I think you'll find Mr. Beardstone. That's my special umbrella. There we go, that's better. Hey, stop nicking me power.
Look, I'm just borrowing a little bit of your power, okay? Like, once I've charged this up, everything will be fine. You'll never know I was even here.
Oh, we're constantly out of power. This is driving me nuts. How can these cables be so slow?
It's definitely the cables, because when I dump this machine down directly in front, it's absorbing a lot quicker than it can absorb from the cables.
Yeah. Okay, so I have made myself some basic control circuits, and I'm hoping with this... Where's my wood gone? Oh my goodness me. And the few other ingredients I've got in my pocket, I can actually make myself some advanced universal cables, which means I need infused alloy, which means I need a basic tier installer to... Oh, I just need to infuse iron ingots. I didn't need to do any of that stuff. I was doing that. I don't need that. I just need one of those. Huh. I just need to stick some iron in that. Oh, geez. Okay, well, I didn't need any of these things. Now, this battery has got power in it. If I tell it to push out from the east, I believe, is that direction. Just tell it to push out of all sides and put it in export power. There we go. That filled up quick, but now it's got no FE in it. Let's do that, and then do that. And these will actually hold 51,000 FE per tick rather than just 3,000 FE per tick. So hopefully these will be a lot better. The elite ones, I need to make reinforced alloy, which is enriched diamond, and those. which actually is not that difficult to do because we're actually swimming in diamonds. So I think I'm going to be building some elite cables. Diamonds. And that does mean I've got to wait for this to produce a whole bunch of those though. So let's see if I can't solve our little power problem first. Let's get rid of all these stupid cables. Disconnect all of these from the batteries eventually. Let's stick some of these advanced ones on these ones because these have all got charcoal in. And if I put my metallurgic infuser there, is that going to go better? Not really. Not enough energy to operate. It doesn't make sense. If I move that cable and stick that directly against that, then we still have the same problem. The energy isn't going out of there, but that's getting power directly from in front of it. Mr. Beardstone?
Yes, Mr. Foxy?
I don't think the problem here is the cables.
Okay. Yeah, don't you need to use the wrench to change the panel on the back to make it actually pull out the power?
To do the what now?
What,
No.
what model
No,
are these
you-
from? MEKANISM?
You got yours directly in front of it, look, your storage scanner, and it charged up.
Yeah.
Right? If I put this in front of that one there, it's still getting power, but it's not fast enough to hold it. But the power inside of the coal generator isn't going down. But because it's burning coal at the same rate, I guess? I don't know, it's weird.
You need steel cables. So you need to make steel plates and copper ingots, so they make steel cables to transfer power from ASTRA things.
Right.
I'm gonna pick up this box and slowly back away. No, I honestly don't know. I don't know enough about it. Maybe the comments can help. Maybe they'll be like, "You're both being idiots," which is quite likely that we're just missing something really obvious. But I don't know what that might be.
So another option I've got in terms of generators is to go down the MEKANISM route and make a heat generator, but I don't know if they work with coal. The alternative is to go down the integrated dynamics route and make one of these generators, but that means I need mineral chunks. I don't think we've got any mineral. I'll go have a look, but I don't think we have. No. So that's probably not going to be an option for me then. The alternative then is to do what Mr. Beardstone said and make some steel cables. And those are steel plates, which I need steel ingots, which I can get from a whole bunch of different things. We can either blast steel dust, which is probably a good way of doing it, and in order to get steel dust, I can put coal and enriched iron into a metallurgic infuser, which we have. Enriched iron is coal and iron. I'm just going to need a bunch of coal, and I'm hoping I can use charcoal for that because we've got a bunch of that already. Oh, geez, let's go and find out.
Okay, so we're gonna try the other cables basically.
Yes. Yeah, even if
Fingers
it's just to
crossed.
get the power out of the generators and into the batteries, and then we should be able to use the batteries with the
Yeah.
normal cable. That said,
Yeah.
I don't think that works either. Let's just move that to there and stick one of those advanced cables on there. Oh, it seems to be holding up, and the cable says it's got power in it, so that's good.
Okay, so it's just literally getting the power from these into the batteries that's the problem.
Yeah, I think so.
In other news, look, I've actually put the storage in now. At least the start of it.
Oh, these
So, but-
are the
so-
ugliest storage drawers I've ever seen.
See, look, even the creepers are happy about it.
Yeah. Oh, these are
I'm just gonna
horrendous.
go put a thing in there.
Oh.
The drawers. Yeah, look, it's not about how it looks, Foxy. Okay, it's about the fact that now we'll just be able to come over here, dump stuff in. As long as it's got a home, it'll go in everywhere. So
Oh, nice. Okay, so can
So
you get
all
me a
the
wireless
non-stackable
one of those?
stuff.
That'd be lovely. Thank you very much.
no, not yet.
Oh.
We need a whole lot of power for that. So
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I'm close.
but other than that, I mean, I've done my chores for today. I've done my tasks. Yay!
Well, just stick with me for a few more minutes, Mr. B, because we've nearly got 16 of this steel dust, which will very nearly be
I'm very excited.
steel plates somehow. I've got to blast it and squish it, and then we'll be able to see if your cable plan is going to be up to the task. Mr. Beardstone,
Yes.
I have 8 steel cables.
Are you sure you don't just need to make sure you're putting the cables in the top? Because that looks like that's where the connection is.
Well, why would it work if it's not at the top?
Yeah, I suppose.
Right, and put a wire on there. Yeah? Put that into the battery.
There's nothing happening, Foxy.
Nothing at all.
Right, now try it on top. Because it's blue on top.
Okay.
I don't know if that's just being fancy or... Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go, it's doing it now. Look how quick
You've got to be kidding me.
So we didn't need to make the steel after all.
Shut up. If I run a bunch of cable across the top here, like that, yeah.
And then stick all the batteries on top.
Yes, exactly. We have got one more battery at the house, so that means we'll have a full bank of batteries.
They are charging up.
Are they? Are they charging up at a reasonable rate, though?
As quick as the coal is generating.
Yeah?
Like,
Well, that's
there's
good.
nothing backing up in the generators, so they're literally going as fast as they can, but as fast as they can is not massive amounts.
But
9,000 per tick, I think, or whatever.
So this one's got an absolute ton in. If I now put that, what was the machine that I was using for the stuff? Where is it?
It's here.
Oh, no, this one, the magma crucible. This is the important one.
Oh, right.
If I now stick that on that one, the power doesn't go up at all, but I can send the power out if I do that and click on, what direction is this?
West. Well, that filled up very quickly.
Okay, so now if I put a netherrack in there, it's burning and the power's not going down. But it's
How's the battery?
very slow. The battery is going down. But
So ideally, what you probably want is just one battery and
No.
all of these things feeding into one battery.
no, this is where the advanced cable comes into play, Mr.
Oh.
Beardstone.
I see, and then you can just pump that straight into that.
I probably need to tell all of the batteries to export out the front, don't I?
Yep, it's working.
It's still going down faster than it's coming in, which doesn't make sense. Yeah, this cable say they've got nothing in them.
No, there you go. It just boosted. This just refilled back up to 50 again.
I
Whatever
don't
you
think-
just did.
I don't think west is the right direction then.
Okay. What direction are you setting them?
All.
Oh, just everything.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be pleased to know it's currently keeping up.
Yeah.
Oh, currently got 2 buckets of lava.
Nice. See, that's not particularly slow.
Three buckets of lava.
So we're going to stick that there. Stick that on export as well, in all different directions. Ah, no, we don't want it to export out the back, do we? We want, oh, geez.
No.
We need to know which way it's coming in. Okay, west.
Yep. That's it. It is full.
So that's filling up. And the battery is filling up as well.
Yeah, we've run out of netherite.
That's fine. Got 60 more there.
So now the question is the battery filling up?
No, not all of these are running because we haven't generated enough charcoal.
Okay, so it might balance out
Yeah.
by next recording session.
Yeah,
If
because
we just leave it running.
yeah, I don't know if we're going to generate enough charcoal to do that. I mean, they do have quite a slow burn time, but I still don't know. I don't think we'd quite generated enough. So I think I'm going to need an alternate source of power other than tree farm and charcoal.
Just use water wheels, Foxy.
If we use rich soil to grow the trees on,
Oh, you're so smart. Yeah,
trees
that
will
would
go
work.
loads faster. I now have 7 of them, Mr. Beardstone.
Well, that was quick.
So, what we do is we go over to my little river, right? We plant some of this stuff near the water. I don't know if it has to be in the water or just near it. Probably does need to be touching it, but doesn't matter. Put the mushrooms on top, and then that will slowly turn into rich soil. So, yeah, if I can get a load of this together for next time, make the tree
Then we can
farm
speed
even
this up,
more
yeah.
betterer, get more charcoal, and then we'll have all the power in the world.
We've made a good start. We've got some power. We can turn this into power we can use to start making farms and machines and stuff next episode.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't need power anyway, so
What do we need power for then?
I was just saying that to see how you'd react. I'm sorry, Foxy. No, don't do it. Oh, jeez.